This is a copper wire. I'm trying to remove it. It was put here initially for passing electric to the houses over there. So it was put here, but I think somebody was doing welding using this small wire over here, and it melted, as you can see. So it's still hanging there. So I'm trying to remove it. You know, it's a copper wire, and I might make a kill by selling it, since you can see these things, the insulator is peeling off. It melted. You know, here in slums sometimes people are connecting. We have people who are connecting electric illegally. So this is somebody who connected the electric illegally over here, and it melted. You can imagine. You can see the insulator. It melted. So, and the smoke was coming out like this, and I was scared at that time, you know. Like, that's how people, that's how most of the houses in the slums catch fire, because most of these places the electric is connected illegally. Somebody takes a wire using a tree and he hooks on the electric lines. I'm gonna show you a little while on how the electric is hooked, and you use carelessly. You just hang the live wire and you take it to your house and you use it. That's how people connect illegally the electric in the slums, and it's very dangerous. Sometimes the houses do catch fire and they burn, and all those shots, and other people, even kids, are electrocuted, because now they put electric cables underneath and they cover it with soil. And sometimes when the insulator is removed and kids pass there, especially when it rains, kids are electrocuted. Not only kids, even people, even cows, when they are passing, they are electrocuted and they end up dying. So many people, I've seen several people who have died as a result of being electrocuted. That name is so hard to pronounce, electrocuted. And that accident has killed so many people here in Nairobi because of illegal connections of electric, hanging cables, and using them in the slums carelessly. That has killed so many people here. So that's why this cable over here was put over here. You can see it speeding like this, because now somebody, it was overloaded. This is around a 2 point or a 1.5 wire supplying around 10 rooms of houses here in Nairobi. It's separated in rooms, a 10 by 10 room, and these people are using heaters to boil water, and even coils for cooking. You can imagine the load which passes through these cables, and that's why they end up melting and even causing fire in some instances. So I'm trying to remove it. I'm trying to pull it off. Maybe it will calm down. Let me try. So it has calmed down. You can imagine a cable like this melting. Yes, you can see it melted, and the insulator came off. And let me It's okay. So still we are digging the trenches as I'm telling you this story. So these are stories purely from the slums. I'm gonna take you in one of my videos tours around the slums. You see on how slums look like here in Nairobi and lives. Sometimes slums are so terrible. Life is so terrible, I tell you. So continue watching my videos. One of these days, I'm gonna take you into deep into slums and I show you on how people live. So let's remove this wire first because now once I remove it, I'm gonna go and sell it to scraps. My friend, copper is so expensive, so once you have seen this one, you know, since it's useless, I'm gonna sell it to people who buy scraps for, I'll make a good amount because now a kilo of copper goes for around almost around $6. So I'm gonna remove this wire. Later I'm gonna sell it to the scrap people and I earn something from it because now it's useless hanging here. So let me remove it. I almost fell down. So it was a long wire from this starting point all the way to that place over there. So it was supplying this church over here and the other house there, my neighbor's house. So it's coming from a pole somewhere here. There is a pole at inside my compound, and I tell you, there is a lot of illegal connection. It's not me who has connected that electric. I have to say that because here, even if the pole is inside your compound, and whoever who is selling the illegal connection to people is connecting people, and in turn they pay him like $2 per month. Uh, you have no objection of saying like don't hang it here because that one can also bring you trouble with those guys who connect the electric. They are well connected, so they may end up beating you up. So you have no choice but to let them just do what they want to do. So this is what they did, and it backfired. So that's why I'm removing it now since it's useless. That's another wire. There's another wire over there. So if I pull this wire like so strong, I'm gonna cut the other one, and because that one I can see it's loaded already, it is transmitting electric to some neighbors over there, around 8 of them. They are using a small cable up there. It's a 2.0-inch wire, and it's supplying 6 people, considering like they are using electric kettles, coils, heaters, doing their thing because the electric now is cheap, and it's illegal now here in slums. It's cheap because if it's legally connected, you cannot like use kettles and everything because power will shoot, the bills will shoot up like 50 times, and you will end up paying like around almost $100 per month if you use those legally. That's what I'm saying. So tunakata hii aje? Kuna kitu unaweza nisaidia kukata? Asking him like, how can we cut this? Because now if we pull it, yes, pliers now. You also have a pliers. Because if we end up pulling it and there is a wire coming out of that pipe up there, we're gonna cause trouble because it's a live wire. It's a live wire up there. You see, man, it's naked because the insulator came off and it was transmitting electric. You see, they transmit a single cable, no neutral, nothing. You use these iron sheets as a neutral or a ground or hard thing. So that's why they just transmit a live wire, and the rest you just tie an excess wire of earthing or neutral to these iron sheets, and you can imagine how dangerous that is. Wow, that's how we live here in the slums. Illegal connection, illegal everything. You see, that's how slums in Africa. I don't know if there are slums in your country or how people live, but here we live dangerously. That one also can be included in 1,000 ways to die in slums in Kenya. That's what I'm saying, and I really mean it. It should be included in 1,000 ways to die in slums in Kenya. So one of the ways you can die in slums here in Kenya, because if you are electrocuted, or usually a year you can get it in the news, like a lot of people are being electrocuted in slums and they end up dying. Okay, that's the pliers. Now you can go and cut.
Let me excuse them.
Yes.
Let me use.
Cut it up there.
Here.
Hata hapo. Yes. And the other one ulitoa ile side. Okay. So we were doing cleaning the trenches, the trench before the storm came up. So let me go on with checking if water is flowing freely as we wanted. So let's check. So it's moving, except like from this starting point here, it's moving really slow but very steady. So it's moving, even if it's not moving so fast as we want, but it's moving at least from here. That's why you can see like it's moving so slow, and we are moving mud and dumping it to this side, and at least water is moving. If it continues, so this nail here is catching my shorts. So this is what we do. That's what we are doing today. That's the day's work. I even didn't go to my workplace because we had to sort this out. Even at my workplace, there is no electric because the transformer was blown out like 2-3 days ago, because the electric pole fell and it caused some short circuit, and the transformer was blown out. So yes, how are you?
Poa kabisa.
These are my neighbors. Yeah.
Safi kabisa. Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Sasa mambo?
Poa, sema poa.
Poa. She's scared. Oh, he's scared. He's an E. He's scared. Naitwaje?
Sema Trevor.
Trevor is your name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kwa tunatoa matope kidogo huko kwa hiyo mtaro.
Ilikuwa imefunga?
Yeah.
Okay.
Watu wa kampuni wana complain kwamba tumefunga mtaro.
So ilikuwa imeblock na huku?
Imeblock all over, so tulikuwa tunatoa tu uchafu. Trying to explain to him like we are removing some mud from this trench over. So you can see now water is flowing. Unaona huko wameweka shimo kutoka huko ndani. Unaona hiyo shimo inaleta maji haraka sana. Unaona pale somewhere there.
Naona pale hivyo.
Hiyo inatoa maji fast sana.
Okay.
Kama maji ilikuwa imejaa huko ndani.